And now may I have the privilege to invite His Excellency Mr. Nguyễn Quốc Dũng, Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, to deliver the keynote speech. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Excellencies Pak Mahendra Sirega, Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Excellencies Pak Ibnu Hadi, Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia to Vietnam, Excellencies Hoàng Anh Tuấn, Deputy Secretary General of ASEAN, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank Deputy Foreign Minister Sirega for his wonderful statement, which is very comprehensive, with a lot of with directions for us to go ahead with our relation between the two countries. And as the last speaker in the opening sessions, I think many points that I am about to raise have already been mentioned by our earlier speakers, distinguished speakers. But still, I think some I still would like to repeat, because it reflects our positions, our views with regard to the total relation between Indonesia and Vietnam. So you know that the two countries established relations, diplomatic relations on 30th December 1955. And over more than 6 decades, despite all ups and downs in the region and the world, Vietnam and Indonesia remain close and loyal friends. Our relations continue to grow strong with greater depth and effectiveness on both bilateral and multilateral grounds, as ambassadors have already said. Thus, I highly appreciate the initiative of the Indonesian embassy in Hanoi and the Diplomatic Academy of Vietnam to co-host the seminar on 65 years of Vietnam-Indonesia relations, looking back and moving forward. And as showcased by the team, this will be a forum for us to take stock of our historic journey, assess opportunities and challenges, and the role of our two countries in the new context, and put forth directions to enhance political trust, align our strategic interests, and take our ties to greater heights, benefit our strategic partnerships. So, Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate the journey of the past 65 years, it would be amiss not to mention the close ties between President Ho Chi Minh and President Sukarno, two remarkable leaders and nation founders who led an enduring foundations for the long-standing relationship between Vietnam and Indonesia. The relationship between President Ho Chi Minh and President Sukarno is not merely our benefit, one between heads of state and eminent thinkers. Rather, it is the bond between close brothers and loyal friends. Such resonance between the two great men stems from the love for their respective countries and peoples, their shared ideals in the fight for independence and freedom for their nations, the building of strong and prosperous countries, and their common view on various matters of the time. In Vietnam, we shall forever remember the words by President Ho Chi Minh: solidarity, solidarity, great solidarity. Meanwhile, from its very first days, the Indonesian national motto has been Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. I mean, unity in diversity. Herein lies in the similarity between our two nations. That is why Indonesia has always been one of Vietnam's closest friends. Our two countries share one of the most unique bonds throughout the ebb and flow of history. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the year 2003 marked the beginning of the new page in the excellent traditional friendship between Vietnam and Indonesia. Our two countries signed the declaration on a framework of friendly and comprehensive partnership entering the 21st century during the visit to Vietnam by Madam Megawati Sukarno-Putri, the first female president and the daughter of the late President Sukarno. This historic landmark set the ground for stronger bilateral cooperation across the board. It helps address the bottlenecks in our relations, including the signing of the very significant agreement on the demarcation of the continental shelf in the overlapping waters between our two countries after 25 years of negotiations. Given the strong growth in the bilateral relations in June 2013, once again, the two sides decided to upgrade relations to strategic partnership, making Vietnam the only strategic partner of Indonesia in Southeast Asia. Ever since, our cooperation has grown increasingly stronger, deeper, broader, and more comprehensive across all areas, both at the bilateral and multilateral framework. Our countries enjoy robust political ties with a high level of trust. Frequencies of exchanges and contacts is increasing at every level, including the highest. This includes the historic first visit by General Secretary Nguyễn Quốc Dũng to Indonesia in August 2017, followed by the first visit to Vietnam by President Joko Widodo in September 2018. We are also advancing security and defense cooperations, contributing to the maintenance of peace and stability in the region. Since early this year, faced with the complex developments of the COVID-19 pandemic, the leaders of our countries have actively exchanged experience in combating the pandemic and discussed measures to promote trade and business recovery to ensure a return of stable daily life for the public in the post-pandemic period. Of course, we have talked a lot about the economic cooperations, but still I want to repeat them, that economic cooperation is soaring. Bilateral trade turnover has grown from $3.3 billion in 2010 to $9.1 billion in last year, 2019, approaching the target of 10 billion for 2020. Indonesia is one of the first countries to directly invest to Vietnam and now ranks the 5th among ASEAN and 28th out of 130 countries and territories with investment in Vietnam, boasting 74 projects worth of $556 million. Connectivity cooperation is growing by leaps and bounds as many new flight routes have recently entered operation, like Vietnam Airlines operating the Ho Chi Minh-Bali route, Vietjet Air operating Ho Chi Minh-Hanoi-Bali routes. This further enhance tourism, people-to-people exchanges, and cooperation among localities. Vietnam and Indonesia share many interests in promoting regional connectivity and international cooperations. Our two countries have been working closely and providing each other support at regional and international institutions and platforms such as the United Nations, ASEAN, WTO, APEC, and ASEM. This has only become more prominent this year as Vietnam assumes ASEAN chairmanship, and both countries are serving as non-permanent members of the United Nations Security Council. Vietnam and Indonesia have both made positive contributions to the building of an ASEAN community of solidarity and development, and we are working closely together in regional security issues and in upholding the ASEAN outlook on the Indo-Pacific, thus illustrating the leading role of ASEAN in the maintenance of peace, stability, and cooperation in the region, including the South China Sea and the world at large. Ladies and gentlemen, it is only natural that Vietnam and Indonesia become partners bound by our similar culture and historical roots, comparable geostrategic locations, and shared regional and international interests. At the heart of our partnership is the foundation led by President Ho Chi Minh and President Sukarno, and diligently cultivated by generations of leaders and peoples. There is enormous potential for cooperation between our two countries, fueled by the ample internal power of our time, an age of the flourishing industrial revolution, strong ASEAN community. Thus, Vietnam and Indonesia need to deepen our excellent partnership. At the seminar today, I look forward to the discussions on the ways and means to advance this partnership. I'm confident that our efforts and determinations, political trust, and strategic partnership will certainly enable us to realize our respective development goals for 2045 and make commensurate contributions to a cohesive, responsive, and prosperous ASEAN community. I wish the seminar all success. I thank you very much for the attention. Thank you.